Yeah, hello my people around the globe. Welcome to my page, Timo Starboy Reality Talk TV. Yeah, I greet you at your location time. Yeah, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Yeah, so this is August, Saturday 2023. That is the first Saturday. So happy Saturday to you guys. Happy weekend. I greet you at your location time. So anyway, as we are saying, the title, Mr. Tinubu is a deceiver and a liar. The video is here that I will show you guys. The video I will play you guys, and you will see the content inside this video. You will know totally that this man is insane. This man is a deceiver. He's a totally deceiver and a liar and manipulator. He was trying to be confusing people that there is people, elite, giant people that they are destroying Nigeria. Of course, he's among them. He's the chieftaincy. He collect chieftaincy among those people destroyer of the country. He's the number one chairman of these people, gullible people. So he's trying to just frame some people and to get himself out of the picture. And he doesn't know how to, because the people who wrote that script for him, he don't know how to defend. So I told you, this guy is just lack of a brain. It's lack of a brain, because he doesn't know. He's just reading a script that they wrote for him, but he doesn't know the consequence. He doesn't know the content inside it. So anyway, allow me to play you this video, to back what I'm saying. So you too, you will know that this man is totally a fraudulent man. This man is a deceiver man. He's deceiving the whole Nigeria, and he's a liar. He's a liar, believe me. So this video will point every point that you need to hear, everything that you need to know about this man called Bola Tinubu. Is not the rightful owner of that seat he sit on. Is not the person that is supposed to be there. It's just mago, their mago way. All this their abracada, that they put him there. We all know, it's obvious that they do everything just to put him there. Even these Westerner people, they know about it, because they know he's a dubious one. He's a very dubious guy. So they know why they put him there, because of their dubious way. And we cannot stand. We cannot stand with all this nonsense. We cannot stand and look as our life will be shadowed away. It is not possible. It is never be possible, and we will not stand. So please let me share you this video, and you will know what we are talking about. There's a lawyer, Kenneth Okonkwo, that exposed a lot of things, a lot of atrocity, and what the content of the speech the guy gave. He explained a lot. He explained a lot in this video. So let me share it to you, and let me carry you there. So we listen now and know what is up. Okay, let's hear.
We enjoy the conversation again about the grace of God.
You see?
Yes. So many things within the last few days, but I think we should start with what's happening today.
Here's the video.
The closing of Nigeria as a whole by the labor. What is your take on the ongoing
The video might not be clear, so sorry about it. I'm sorry for that. See,
when people are left with no option,
that is the lawyer Kenneth
they
Okonkwo.
would have to breathe.
Please listen attentively.
They were the ones who said,
Let's listen to this video. It's very important.
yeah, they said it, yeah. Good. It's like the slogan of the new government. Good.
Sorry, I will put it on what Bluetooth so that you can hear better. Let's hear from the Bluetooth. I'm sorry. Let me play it from the Bluetooth so you can hear it better. This is very important. It's very important analysis. You see, all these people, they are the one destroying Nigeria, but they will be pointing finger to other people in order not to show their face. They think they can be deceiving Nigeria, but they cannot deceive us. For how long? So let's hear. Why is not playing?
They are about to die. They will fight to breathe. In Nigeria, it has become a fight for survival. People are no longer even talking about progression.
It's not about luxury.
Somewhere Brazil, you are welcome.
You can imagine.
You are welcome to the platform. Share.
Mocked, even with the gavel. If you are in support that the poor should breathe, say aye.
You are referring to the Senate president. But his team came out and said that he was actually trying to emphasize that Nigerians deserve to breathe.
Good. They are breathing in the street because they can no longer breathe in their homes.
Yeah, exactly.
There is no more food to eat. There is no more transport to take them to their workplace. There is no more social life. This regime has destroyed the political fabric.
You're a lawyer. Is it really a regime or government? Because we refer to military dictatorship as regime.
Yeah, any system that is in power is a regime.
Okay.
So government, you still have military government.
Yeah.
So it's absolutely the same thing.
Okay.
But the regime refers to the people that are in authority. That's how you can say, and it's the same thing with government.
Yeah, it's just nomenclature.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes, but this regime has, with their policy, succeeding another terrible regime. All from the...
Sorry guys. This is a commercial.
Regime. All from the same party. They have destroyed the economic system of this country. They have ruined it.
Sure.
They have destroyed the political fabrics.
They destroy
the social
everything.
well-being of Nigeria has been radically destroyed. And our political economy is practically non-existent. To the point that when Nigeria talks, even in international community, they will tell us, sit down. That if you cannot bring a legitimate government in power, what power do you have to tell another government that it is illegitimate? It has come to the level where Nigeria is now a mockery in the international community. And the saddest part is that it is a country that God has so blessed with the human and material resources that should make it a superpower nation rather than the poverty headquarters of the world. This is a leadership problem, and unfortunately it is getting worse.
But Kelly, do you think is the way to go? This protest we are seeing now, Lagos, Kano, Oyo, Abuja. In fact, they brought out the gate of the National Assembly today. The protesters.
The only thing that evil needs to be perpetuated is for the good people to keep quiet.
Okay.
If you don't say I am, nobody will say thou art. When this government came in, the first thing they uttered was an illegal outburst where subsidy is gone.
How illegal? I keep saying, of course,
yes,
you are a lawyer. How illegal? The president has the powers
to
do that. Is it simply because what he said was not in the speech prepared for him?
No.
Okay.
There was already an existing law that said that fuel subsidy should go by the end of June.
Okay.
So you have no right to come to make a determination on your own or a speech that goes against that law. Simple. It's an appropriation by the National Assembly. It's an existing law.
And nobody is asking of where that money meant for to cover June is.
Good. That is why I'm telling you. So it started with illegality. And as you can see, when the people accepted that fuel subsidy should be removed. Because
And the
all of
president
us
was praised, I think, that day.
good. Because they kept quiet, doing nothing. Within 2 months, the price that was already excruciating was increased by almost 100 naira. We are now buying fuel for 617 naira.
Yeah.
Why the increase? Let me tell you.
Okay.
In that speech, you heard this regime saying they've made a saving of 1 trillion naira.
Yes.
That is not true.
How? How do you know?
The 1 trillion naira is simply the extortion of Nigerians through the NNPC.
Extortion.
You make savings
extort money
from the
from
excess
people.
of the profit you make.
Guys,
when you're
listen
doing
very
business,
well.
which you now save for
They
the
have been
rainy
deceiving
day.
you people.
What are they producing? What are they selling? The oil is imported 100%. So what happened is that the cost of their incompetence and dishonesty is now transferred to the Nigerian people to bear.
What's that?
So that is why you are paying 617 naira. And the money they are making from it is what they are calling savings. Sorry, it is not savings. Because the exact amount of money that has always been shipped out of Nigeria for the betterment of the countries abroad, to build their refineries abroad, to give employment to the people abroad, in the name of importation of fuel, is still the exact amount of money that is going out, because you're still importing 100% of your fuel. The only difference is that it is now the poor Nigerians that are being extorted to make the 1 trillion naira.
Do you think the president is aware of this? Because he was the one who said 1 trillion naira, and he was giving figures.
Good.
That was why
The figures he
told
gave
Nigerians.
has nothing to do with the 1 trillion naira. It is sharing the borrowed $800 million.
Now I'm referring to savings he claimed of 1
That's
trillion.
what I've told you, that it's not savings, it's the extortion they made from Nigerian people who are now the one paying for their incompetence and dishonesty, because there is nothing new they are producing. They are importing the oil 100% and are now billing the Nigerian people to take all the bill from their incompetence and dishonesty. Why do I say dishonesty? You have 4 refineries lying waste from 1999.
Pathological, Warri, Kaduna.
If you had repaired it, there wouldn't have been any need for subsidy in the first place. So Nigerians are paying for the corruption which the president
Corruption.
said
Payment.
that a few powerful Nigerians have become so rich, they have amassed wealth so much that they have become a serious threat to the fairness of our economy
And
and
130
to
million.
the integrity of our democratic governance. That is absolutely correct.
Okay, but are you on the same page
Now-
with him that very few people are really getting rich?
Who is that rich, powerful person?
Okay, who is that powerful, rich person?
As far as I'm concerned,
Guys,
the president
listen
is the
to this
leader of
part.
them.
Oh.
But he just came on board 2 months ago.
To know
He
the
was in
to know
power
the secret
and
of
in
the
the corridors of power
powerful
from 1999.
people that are
He
sucking
has
our blood.
disputed that not once, not twice. He said since he left office in 2007, he
Powerful,
never
powerful in
contract of
Nigeria,
1
the
naira.
powerful people
He never
that
held
Bola
any
Ahmed
political
Tinubu
office.
mentioned,
Now let's put it this way.
sucking
All right.
our blood little by little.
When a leader
Listen,
of a ruling political party tells you he has not held any political office in Nigeria, is he being honest?
that was a lie.
What is the most
Blatant
powerful
liar.
political office you can hold,
That was a blatant liar.
if not to be the leader of a political party? And he transcended to be the leader of the country. And he's still telling you he has not held any political office.
So you mean he's being economical with the truth?
He is in charge. He said, I single-handedly made Buhari president, and yet he has not held any political
And Bola
office.
has not disputed this.
And he has not held any political office. He has been in charge of APC from 2015 till date. Whatever has happened in Nigeria, he should take absolute responsibility. If you are the one who single-handedly made somebody president, are you not part of his problem? and you inherited from him. Now, let's move into the main issue.
Yeah.
In that speech, a few powerful rich people are responsible for our problem.
As he said.
Good. You're one of the richest. You're one of the most powerful. Is that
An
not
allegation?
No.
He's one of the richest. Well,
He said he has never collected any contract from government.
exactly.
Yet, he ran a presidential campaign. And you're saying he's not rich? Alpha Beta collects the whole revenue of Lagos State.
Alpha Beta.
He was the governor of Lagos State. And it's not in doubt that he has been installing all the leadership in Lagos State to date. Since 1999.
This man is a
And you know
totally
what she said?
Atlanta liar.
He said
A
that those
crucial
few powerful rich people have
person-
become so powerful that they have become a threat to the fairness of the economy.
So
Is
deceiving.
that just rhetorical
If
or
a single human being is collecting all the revenues of a state, is that not being unfair to the economy of that state? Lagos is the richest state in Nigeria, has the highest IGR, yet is the most indebted state in Nigeria. How do you reconcile that? I'm just trying to say
yeah,
that he is now the president of Nigeria.
exactly.
Good. You know what happened in our last election, where INEC itself confessed that they had a glitch only in the presidential election, meaning the integrity of our democratic governance is being threatened by these few powerful people. And yet he is the beneficiary of the democratic governance, which is questioned and which integrity is doubted by the whole world.
Okay.
The gentleman, President Yaradua,
Yeah.
said that the process that brought him to power is flawed.
Yeah, he was the only president who did that, and we'll go
Good.
deep into the election tribunal in the
He
course of
has
the conversation. But I want us
this
to
president has
yeah.
already confessed to it also.
All right.
Unfortunately, he did not notice it in the speech that was written for him. Because he said the few powerful rich
Because
people
because he's a
are
liar,
now
huh?
affecting the integrity
A liar will
of
never
our
remember
democratic
what
I'm
is
saying
a
he's
lie.
just part of that.
Only
no,
cover lies with lies.
Beneficiary
Of that
democratic governance whose integrity is being questioned worldwide and which he has accepted that it is the few powerful rich people that are destroying the integrity of our election by his own speech.
Okay, I will come to that in deeply, but I want us to dissect this speech. Do you think this last speech 2 days ago
Yes.
was responsible for what we witnessed today? That is it that it's not really inspiring, or he didn't resolve the problem? He has promised 3,000 vehicles. He has promised hundreds of billions into agriculture, into manufacturing, and all that. Why do you think Nigerians, led by Labour, which is actually part of your political party,
Led by Labour Union.
Labour Union, yeah, but Labour
Nigerians.
Union, yeah, it's also part of a Labour Party, I think.
No, I don't have a problem. He said it's not Labour Party that's leading it. The
All right.
leadership of Labour Party.
Yeah, that is it.
But Labour
Yeah.
Union.
So is it that they don't trust what he said in the speech, or there is no substance in what he said?
Now, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Why did he have to remove subsidy before making promises?
He said he has to do that in order to
Promises
stop.
are not actions.
All other presidents
They
could
are
not do
promises.
that. Buhari could not do that.
Promise,
No.
empty
To some
promise.
extent, Jonathan could not do that. We've been enjoying subsidies since
Promise
1977.
on emptiness.
Some said even earlier.
Willing
I
to
am
do
saying
so.
He took the bull by the horn, and that was why he said, even though it was out of his speech, but he went all out and said, subsidy is gone.
Good. If subsidy is gone, if you are a wise leader that have the interest of the people in your heart, the palliatives, the conditions in the economy that should sustain the removal of subsidy ought to be there before you remove subsidy.
So it's like he sets the cart before the horse.
This is a man that talks before he thinks, and that is terrible.
It's terrible.
In his
He
last
talks
speech,
before
all
he
you heard
thinks.
were promises, no action. 2 months.
Tinubu is a
into
liar.
regime,
It's a bunch of
and all you're still making
deceivers.
promises. There
Promises.
is no power on earth that can compel a president to fulfill his promise.
You talk and you think.
So
You
there
talk
was
before you
nothing in that
think.
speech
You don't
except
think before you
an
talk.
exposition
Eh?
of a transactional leader who is making empty promises
Yeah.
of sharing money when actually he ought to be building the economy. There was nothing in that speech that talked about fixing our refineries. Whatever you may want to do, as long as you're importing fuel 100%, all you're going to do as far as the economy is concerned is waste.
Yeah.
Now, you say you're removing subsidy. Now, you're extorting 1 trillion naira from Nigerian people. And you say you are sharing it again. And it will go through that same corrupt rich class. So, you extort the 1 trillion from them.
Who is
you still
fooling
give
who?
it back to the rich class
Eh?
to give the poor, and it will never get to them. If all the money that Buhari said he shared to Nigerian people, if all reached Nigerian people, they won't be talking about poverty today.
Yeah.
Because I heard they were sharing almost 500 billion naira.
Yeah, so they said, yeah, through one of the ministries, yeah.
Now, yet 133 point something 3 million persons are suffering multidimensional poverty. And the first policy this president made, World Bank immediately said you are going to send 7.1 million more Nigerians into poverty.
But they were the ones actually pushing for the removal of the subsidy. Don't you think they are also talking from both sides of their mouth?
They are not.
The national community.
They are not. It's a shame that a country that has oil flowing like a river cannot refine their oil
And
to
they are
have
suffering from their
self-sufficiency
oil.
and to
Eh?
export to other
Just imagine
countries.
that. Just
Let
imagine.
me say this clearly.
People,
There is
we are
nothing
the
magical
producing
about
of
strong
oil.
currency.
We are suffering for it.
Strong currency is predicated on strong economy, and strong economy presupposes an industrial productive base and a steady export market. There is nothing that you can do if you don't have
Strong economy.
strong productive base. You cannot have a steady export market.
So how far
And your currency will never
how far do
improve.
you think this protest will go? And if you are to advise the government,
Yes.
what will you tell them to do immediately?
You know, the truth is that, like I told you, this is renewed hopelessness.
Not renewed hope.
The only thing I will advise this government to do
Yeah.
Is to
to
step
stop
out.
this gradual descent into anarchy.
They should step
So
out.
you have to resign.
Wow. We are calling for Tinubu to resign.
What else? I'll give you the reason. Liz Truss in Britain,
Yes.
the prime minister that came before Sunak, she made promises based on certain policies.
Yeah.
She came in, implemented the policies. The economy was being ruined. Pound was being threatened. Threatened. She saw it. Within 45 days, she resigned.
Yeah.
Now, this government, the constitution said you should form a cabinet within 60 days.
Yes.
Within 60 days, they could not even form a cabinet.
No, he did. You know, on the eve he submitted names.
Not on the eve, on the 60th day. First and foremost, that is already a breach of the law, because they did not say you should submit in the 60th day. They should say within 60 days you would have formed the cabinet. So you would have factored in even the screening process, because government is one, not three.
So are you
Just
now,
have
are you now
three
saying
arms of
that what he
I am
is a nullity?
saying
Yeah.
that what he did is illegal, unconstitutional. I might not use the word nullity,
Yeah.
because as a lawyer, government cannot operate in a vacuum.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, but what he did is illegal and unconstitutional, and it goes to the roots of his competence, his capacity and character as a leader. Now, you said he met the 60 days. How come they are saying they are releasing another batch of nominees today? Is today still within 60 days? The constitution said every state should have a minister, and you must do it within 60 days.
So the constitution didn't make provision for piecemeal?
Not at all. Within 60 days, you would have formed your cabinet. Let me be very honest with you.
Okay.
When they made that law, I didn't know that a president who said his lifelong ambition is to be president, a president who said he will hit the ground running from the first day, a president who will remove fuel subsidy illegally from the first day, could not raise a cabinet within 60 days.
Wait, how do you
I did not know
you think you expected
that law.
You expected him to do it
Within 24 hours.
How? Why?
Oh, the 60 days they gave to you
Yeah.
was not for the industrious, capable leaders. It is for the lazy leaders who are not capable.
Yeah.
That's the 16 days grace. Why am I saying that?
Oh, yeah.
You have almost 3 months from the time you were declared a winner to prepare for your cabinet. The election was held when? 25th of February.
Yeah.
The winner was declared 1st of March. And how many months to May 29? March, April, May, almost 3 months. March 1st. So March, April, May 29, 3 months. So you already have 90 days. So you were not expected to spend 24 hours when you are a diligent president whose house is burning to raise a cabinet. And
So
then
you think
it took another 2 months.
Assuming we don't
that
have
is
the-
5 months.
Yeah.
Yes, he
Assuming
could
we
not
don't have
produce
the constitution provision,
Yes.
what do you think will happen? Do you think he will have done the minister?
In 1 year, we wouldn't have had a cabinet.
Sure.
He had to break the law and still had no cabinet. In 1 year, we wouldn't have had a cabinet. Thank God for that law. I didn't know it would ever be used again. I thought it was a law to tell Nigerians that they rejected everything about the leadership style of Buhari. I didn't know it was still going to protect Nigerians from incompetent and dishonest leadership as we are having now.
Incompetent.
5 months.
That's an uppercut. But
5 months
why
after
do-
being declared president. 5 months. You that is ready to hit the ground running, you couldn't raise a cabinet.
What do you think is responsible?
Incompetence, dishonesty.
But I've never had anyone
Searching for
saying
political-
Tinubu is incompetent going by his...
I am saying it now, and it's staring you in the face. You
Nincompoops
met
leaders.
oil,
We have
185 naira. Within 2 months, it's 617. Is that an eloquent speech for competence? You met exchange rate 490 being bogus because it might just be 450 official. Now it's about 800. And is that an eloquent speech on your competence? And now Nigerians cannot even go to work. They cannot afford the transport. Yet the minimum wage is still there, the same. I spent almost 50,000 naira to fill up the tank of my vehicle.
SUV.
I don't want to mention it,
Yeah.
but you're still paying people 30,000, and you say you're making promise. 5 months after you're declared president, you're making promise. Why didn't you make promise to remove the first subsidy and leave the subsidy until these things are in place? Why is it that when you need to punish Nigerians, it doesn't exist in promises? You now know how to act. But when you need to make the palliatives, it's existing in promises. This is manipulating dictatorship.
yes,
That is how you
exactly.
operate.
Exactly.
Another uppercut.
Manipulating.
I wish.
You can
Governance.
contradict me. The facts I am laying,
Yes.
they are facts.
So
please contradict me if I am telling a lie.
You see, the law is that there must be government. And
I agree with you.
government must take tough decisions.
That is
And this
correct.
is what Tinubu is actually doing. Or looks like
He's doing rubbish.
doing, yeah.
The
Rubbish.
superabundance of every performance is detrimental to its performer.
Okay.
I'll give you an example.
Tinubu is doing
When you go to
nothing.
the hospital and you're sick, they will give you medication and they will advise you on dosage. In the morning, please take one. In the afternoon, take one. In the night, take one. Some foolish people might come in and say, I want this sickness to go immediately.
And they'll
If
be
I
taking
take all
two
these
or
three at the same time,
Maybe
it will heal me immediately. and then they will take the three and take it at the same time, and it will go into them and become poisonous and kill them. Because that is why you have dosage. A wise man coming into Nigeria, seeing the depths of the problems we have, should apply the economic solutions in dosages. So that you do not kill the subject matter before healing it.
So what we're having in Nigeria is an overkill.
Overdose. You are giving medication to a man who is hungry.
Yeah.
And the doctor will tell you, eat before you take this medicine. And you're telling them, take this medicine on empty stomach.
Before you eat.
You know what it will do?
No.
It will kill them. And not only that, you are telling them to take the medication on empty stomach, you're giving them overdose.
Poison.
Anyway, since Nigerians are still breathing, no matter how small it is, do you think this set of ministers will change the tide?
You cannot.
You smile.
Oh, yes, because you cannot be doing the same thing over and over again and expect a different result.
Exactly.
Tell me, apart from 1, 2, 3 persons, tell me the people that we are not there from 1999.
Do you expect him to go to heaven or hell to bring a new set of faces?
We have 200 million persons.
You can go to hell now.
And you're recycling about 40-something persons.
Is that what it takes?
And you need to go to heaven or hell when you have 200 million persons. I am sorry.
You look angry. Is it that you're not satisfied with the selection?
You just said I smiled. I am incapable of being angry.
Okay, explain how you feel. Yeah.
My face is reflecting renewed hopelessness.
Wow.
I cannot be angry because the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, by our own religion, he said, by what reign, what solution can you bring? I am really distressed that when you give these people even the solution, they will not listen. Now, look at APC since they came in. The basic economic solution in a corrupt system is don't commercialize any public business enterprise in a corrupt society like ours without first of all privatizing it.
Yeah.
But APC is continually commercializing public business enterprises without privatizing it. Look at what happened to the Nigerian Airways. Look at what happened to Nigerian shipping line.
The military.
I'm just giving you example. Look at what happened to Nitel. Look at what happened. Now, they want to resuscitate. And they say Nigerian Air, they spend billions. And they had to borrow planes from Ethiopian Airlines to come and demonstrate. Now, they have commercialized NMPC without privatizing it.
That was a fraud, totally.
Good. The same corrupt leaders that you have placed there will use NMPC to be sponsoring their over-bloated bureaucracy, which they will use their family members, their cronies and picadillos to fill up. And then they are not afraid to make loss because the loss is going to be borne by taxpayers. So there will be no consequences for their dishonesty, incompetence, and corruption. Now, when you privatize this, the private owners will be scared of making loss because there is even legal consequence of your being bankrupt.
Yeah.
When you privatize it, it becomes their family asset, which they will not want to freeze away. I can tell you that Dangote does not employ his own younger brothers to manage his technologically driven enterprise if they are not qualified, because he knows he will be at a loss. Nigerian government could not repair the refineries for almost 30 years. Dangote is trying to build a new one that they are saying is the largest
in the world
within 5 years or 4. Why didn't he use his own brothers to build? Why didn't he contract his own brothers? All the refineries they want to repair, not build.
My brothers and sisters, my viewers, they don't kill me with laugh over here. You know, we are just a mess. Nigeria is a totally a joke. You know, It's just a joke place to, if you want to laugh and forget your sorrow, just go to Nigeria politics, go to Nigeria government. You will laugh tired. Eh? So all these incompetent people, they are just full on top, and they are refusing to go. They are refusing to go away. Eh? We are telling them you are incompetent, you don't know, your brain is washed off. So go pack yourself somewhere. You refuse. All about lying, deceiving, all those kind of things like that. It is full in their brain. Anyway, allow me to play another video. This one is is collaborated with our leader we are talking about. The leader, the problem we are having in Africa entirely. Our leader, as they are sucking, they are linking the hearts of Western people. If I say Westerner, that is Oyibo, that is white people, as they are linking their hearts. So the video you are going to see here is point out to how this our gullible leaders in Africa, they are dancing tone, to the white man supremacy. White man is controlling their ass. So I will play you the video. It's for 5 minutes. So just let us enjoy the content. So this lecturer here will give you the lecture that you want. Please just listen attentively and pay attention to this video. This content is very important. How these white people, they are manipulating us. They are doing divided, rule and divide. You understand? They divide us and they are ruling us. They will tell you go and kill your brother. They will tell you to go and kill your father, in order to have power. And this is what is generating in our society in all Africans. Some part of our leaders, they are so stupid and they are so they stood so low, to be worshiping these white people. White people like England, French, Germany, wherever, and American as well. So, and it's our life they are putting in danger. They are putting in danger because they don't see us as a citizen. They don't see us as a human being. They only see us as a goat, as animals. That is why they are giving our life to all these white people. And white people, they are still controlling our life. They are still doing all the shit, all their mess up, all these slave masters, So they are just only modernize it. So it is our fault. It is the fault of our leadership. The fault comes from our leadership, So there is no two ways about that. So let me play you this video and you listen to the content and you make a judge. You are the judge here. So put your comment below. So let's play it. Sorry, let me put it in Bluetooth. I will have this one and let's put it in on the Bluetooth. Bluetooth you can hear very better. So please hold on a minute. Hold on for me. Our leader, there's so much terrible things that is happening, So much terrible things is happening. They are the major problem here in this road. They are the major problem that we are facing. And we are telling them enough is enough. Enough is enough. So let's play this video.
My brothers and sisters,
Worst in US, UK, Spain, Germany, Greece, Italy, France did to Africa.
Many years ago,
you can see,
in Berlin, Europeans sat down and subdivided our continent.
Please listen.
As time separating a brother from a sister. After they finished doing that and colonizing us, they went ahead and taught us to fear, hate, and keep away from each other.
This is a lecturer.
So you are my neighbor, but I fear you. And I want to mingle with you. Let me give you an example and use a few African examples. Today, it is easier for a European to travel within Europe without requirement of a visa. They can trade, make money, visit each other, spend money, and the European Union area, they're making a lot of money, they're becoming rich and rich every day.
This is the problem that is going on. This is the one
Africa,
of the problem.
Our former colonies and what they taught us still prevails. Then they mingle among each other. Today in Africa, the reality is that for an African to visit a European nation, an ordinary African, to visit a European nation, is like, let me give you an example my teacher used to use. It's like trying to milk an elephant because of the visa process. However, for a European to visit an African nation, most of our nations, it is like a walk on the beach. It's like going to have a cup of tea. But then that is not the problem. The tragedy is that now for an African to visit a fellow African within the African Union, the visa restrictions in many of our nations, among us, between our brothers and sisters, is like trying to brush the teeth of a crocodile.
Exactly.
They came, divided us, and they have taught us to keep each other from each other. Then they're mingling with each other and making money and growing, but they have taught us to hate each other. But for us to really enjoy the true economic benefits of the Africa Continental Free Trade Area, we need to behave like the Europeans and allow for the free movement of people and trade. Our development agencies, such as the African Union Development Agency and others, cannot really succeed when there are all these restrictions among ourselves. To this end, in our contribution to this continental aspiration, Kenya is committed to progressively, and we are moving very fast by the end of this year, to abolish visas to citizens from African Union member states to make it easier to invest and do business in Kenya and across the continent. We are going to open the borders of Kenya. We do not fear our fellow Africans. Come, travel to Kenya. Live, do business in Kenya. Trade, make money in Kenya. And we hope we'll get reciprocity with the rest of you. Let us open our continent so that we can make money and live together. Let us remove the shackles of colonialism that are still embedded
very
in
important.
Our heads.
And the shackle. We must remove it. We must remove it.
Mr. Chairperson, Excellencies, climate change continues to ravage lives and livelihoods of millions. We must remain faithful in the implementation of decisions that we make in our sessions. Let me say something that some of you may not like. African Union needs to be self-reliant. As long as the bulk of the AU funds come from outside the African continent, we somehow will find ourselves dancing to the music that is not of our own making. Therefore, we must address the issue of reforms that will enable us to fund our own programs. Funding that comes from our friends is good, but it needs to be funding that is in support of our programs and not our lifeline. Therefore, this calls for a critical look at the architecture of the African Union and the way we implement our decisions and the way we fund this continent. It's a discussion that we must have, and we must agree to ourselves that we need to take care of ourselves so that others can support us, but we are not being told to dance. My teacher used to say that at times when you're wearing somebody's suit, you know, and you start dancing, they start telling you slow down because you may ruin that suit. You know, we want to wear our own suits and dance the way we want, not to the tunes of other people.
Okay. So that is it. That is it for tonight. So drop your comment. You are the judges in this show, you know. Please, we need your comment. We need your suggestion. So we will treat it as well. We will treat it in a good manner. So African unite so that you can fight your enemy and win. Because if you are scattered, you can never fight your enemy and win. If one single broom, you break it, it will be very easy to break, you know. but the bunch of the broom, we cannot break it easily. So that is what it means by unification. You know, we need to unite. You need to unite, call ourselves in order, because enough is enough for these white people to be ruling on us, to be dragging, just controlling us like an animal, like a cow. Use one stick to be controlling all of us. You know, we are not animals. We are not a cow. So we should say enough is enough from now on. And this our leader, this our soul leaders, they should think, you know, think in their senses. The senses that God gave to them, they should use it. Not to be doing follow, linking the white man ass. You know, it's not good. It's not paying for us. Linking them ass, telling you what to do, telling you how to manage your resources. It's wrong. It's totally wrong. So we are calling for that. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. That is what the last video mean. I've been preaching that for the decade now, you know, that we should not link this European or this American ass again. We are not meant to be linking ass. God created our country and He flourished it with so many resources, you know, to be enjoyed with. How somebody will just come from nowhere and be controlling us in our house? Does that make sense? So you need to ask yourself that question. Does it make sense? So anyway, thanks my fans, my fans all over the world. Thank you for watching and sharing all the time. So God will continue, you know, backing you, and in your own endeavors, everything, God will help you through your way, you know. So you have achieved your purpose in life. Thank you. Thank you. I love you all. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye. Just don't forget, share this program. Let it reach around, you know. Let it reach our leaders, our bad leaders, all these politicians that they don't know their left from right. They are just mixing things up. So let it reach their door. Let it reach even their bed, you know, bedroom. Let them be seeing it. So my name is Timo Starboy, channel blogs on Facebook, Timo Starboy Reality Talk TV on YouTube, on Twitter at Timothy Oladipo1. So thank you so much. I really, you know, yeah, I really love your showing every time you watch my show, you know. So, and I comment. That comment is giving me some energy to push on. So don't relent in your comment, you know, and sharing. So if you like the show, it's all the same, you know. If you enjoy our show, if it is giving you education, you know, if you are learning from it, just like it, and you can love it as well. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye. Thank you. Love you all.